Welcome to the course Cluster for Smart. In this topic, we'll put the light on collaborative project facilitation and coordination. Depending on the nature and maturity of cluster members, the role of the cluster team in the process can be either the overall gratifying but hard sprouting of ideas or the elaboration of the project itself. Usually, this concerns the factual identification of both best financing call and best consortium. Clusters team may be asked also to participate more in the writing and finalizing of these types of projects. This could be a service more easily invoiced than the previous activities. However, it can be realized by consulting firms. And personally, I would even recommend for cluster organization not to get involved in the highly time-consuming process of setting up the project unless the cluster organization itself is involved in the project. Now, what role should the cluster organization play in the implementation of a research and innovation collaborative project? Again, there are two possibilities for a cluster organization to be involved in such projects: as project coordinator or as project dissemination manager. The role of project leader or coordinator can be a very important role, either in case where most of the players are small SMEs, or in case of discrepancies, one of the organization pulling too much the action toward its goal due to its negotiating power. However, you should know that beside notifying the discrepancy, it may be difficult for the cluster manager to rebalance the project. The other possibility for a cluster organization to get involved into a research and innovation project is through the dissemination phase, in which cluster managers should seek to optimally exploit the project results, communicate and spread them. Of course, this depends on the kind of results, the secrecy policy of the consortium, and of its means to access its main market. But even with innovative projects, including major international groups, this set of tasks can be relevant to promote the consortium solution and also the organization of the project itself. This is the very role of a cluster organization to help its members in getting higher visibility. As a conclusion of the overall course on cluster collective intelligence, I would say that cluster organizations are knowledge nodes. They handle business intelligence on weak signals, tracking on innovation, financing and action structuring, and share this information through constant facilitation of cross-sector conferences, focus groups, and open innovation workshops. They act as live database through CRM on their sectors, the collected information concerning not only their members, but the whole business branch or technology sector. Cluster organizations are also real springboards for the visibility on innovation ideas. Their role is to make known what needs to be known on market needs and technology potentials without revealing specific organization strategy. Thus, being a trusted third party, they encourage cross-sector communication and fertilization in a safe framework where companies can build on a common ground. And that is where cluster managers can act in the collaborative innovation process. The sprouting of ideas, the identifying of relevant organizations to join a consortium, the promotion of the project's result through dissemination and communication. Indeed, the core role of the cluster facilitator ends then at the very beginning of the project's setting up, once all consortium agreement players have been identified and have agreed to join the project. The strength of the cluster organization resides in identifying the right players for the project to be successful. I hope you enjoyed these presentations and that they brought you some new glances on the subject.